We were just talking about SGN, Some Good News, and John Krasinski. Well, along those lines is the most famous, most popular, successful by far podcaster on YouTube. I think he basically pioneered the whole video podcast industry. And correct me if I'm wrong, um, but Joe Rogan just recently, I don't know if you heard about this, but Joe Rogan is leaving YouTube, and I believe it's by the end of the year. He sold the podcast, or he didn't sell it. He signed a contract with Spotify. Spotify is this big music company. They've been really going after podcasters, and I think they're the leaders in podcasts now. I'm pretty sure. And they signed a humongous $100 million deal with Joe Rogan, and it's like record breaking, man. So Joe Rogan will be exclusively on this Spotify, and I actually am recently got on Spotify. I'm on Anchor, and they distribute all the podcasts that I do on every single platform. So you guys can find me on Spotify and iTunes and
LinkedIn
and pretty much every single one there is. But Joe Rogan, you would think like he's jumping up and down, and I'm sure he is. Like, behind the scenes, like, dude, $100 million, that is insane, dude. Like Howard Stern signed a deal for what is it, XM Series Radio or something. He signed a deal for 90 million, I believe. And he's exclusively on.
I bet it was because of his hair.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not a huge fan. Hopefully, he doesn't see this one day and be like, "You son of a gun." I just don't like how two-sided he is, like double standards. He gets on people for being predators towards women, and then have you seen some of Howard Stern's things?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. Borderline. I mean, it isn't borderline. It's sexual harassment. I mean, crazy, man. Dude's crazy. And he's famous, and he could say whatever he wants because he's a big dog. So doesn't mean I have to like him.
Because he's got a good voice and a nice
he does have an amazing voice,
Beautiful
and his
haircut.
hair is beautifully gelled. I mean, you could just see the glimmer, like the shine off of his beautiful hair. So Joe Rogan, you would think he'd be jumping up and down, but apparently he feels a little gross about it. Like it's not really, he doesn't want to celebrate to the whole world because of all this stuff that's, it says while all this stuff is going on with the world, people losing their jobs, it makes him feel bad that he, had this amazing life-changing experience. That's not quoting him exactly, but but this is all going to be happening towards the end of the year, which, I mean, this should be an interesting direction for the future of podcasters. I mean, this dude has paved the way, and I think there's going to be greater opportunity on Spotify for this kind of thing. Now he is leaving YouTube behind, so I believe, from what I've read, that he's not going to be having any of his content on there anymore. It's gone. It's going to be on Spotify.
Maybe we just moved up in the world.
Yeah, he moved. I mean, I think it's a good move, though. I mean, people are getting so tired of YouTube, and I can't hate on them because I'm depending on them, and YouTube has changed the world, some for the better and some for the worst. There's been some really bad stuff posted on YouTube that's really affected the world, but then there's been a lot of good. I mean, I can't tell you how many things I've been able to fix just from going on YouTube, like if I have to fix a sink or fix a part in my piece of junk Chevy Cruze that I'll never own ever again in my life. I hate you, GM. No, I love you. I love everybody, but not GM. That car is a piece of garbage.
Every GM or just GM Like General Motors.
I would assume it's all the same, but Chevy Cruze is horrible. So, anyways, YouTube. I've been able to look on YouTube to find ways to fix the car, and it's saved me money in a lot of ways. So I'm grateful for it. I just love it. I think it's brilliant platform that was created, and YouTube or Google bottom up. And I can't even remember who the creator of YouTube is, but they made a lot of money from it, and if they would have kept it, they would have made a lot more. But
they should have held out for Amazon.
Oh, Amazon would have. Yeah, they're the Goliaths, man. Amazon's taking over the world. But yeah, so yeah, Joe Rogan signed $100 million deal. That's good for him. I think it's going to be interesting to see what the future of podcasting is going to be, especially since I'm a part of it now. So Joe Rogan, good for you, man. I applaud you. All those years of hard work, you built something amazing, and we're all grateful for it. And we wish you the best. Also, could you plug my podcast? Just kidding.